And joining us now to break it all down is criminal defense attorney Gary Gerstenfield. Thanks for joining us.
Well, sure, my pleasure.
Let's start with sort of a refresher here, because you hear that the police union says our guys aren't even sure how to enact this. Imagine what the layperson is thinking. You've got a prop with you. We filled this bag with oregano, to be clear.
Right from my wife's kitchen. So this is what an ounce of marijuana looks like. And now with the new change in the law, if you're in possession of this, you're looking at most a $25 fine, unless, of course, you're smoking it or inhaling it at the time. So, if you have it hidden away like this, the officers cannot even search you for it.
Even if they smell it?
Well, as a matter of fact, the new regulations have just come out, and here's the biggest regulation. You ready? None of the following shall be what they call reasonable articulable suspicion, which is what police officers need in order to search you or stop you and detain you and hold you. And the biggest one, odor of marijuana. You can reek of marijuana, you can smell like marijuana, they know you've got marijuana, but if they can't visibly see it, they can't arrest you, they can't touch you.
All right, let's be clear here. It's decriminalized. That does not mean it's been legalized.
That's right.
So let's talk about the downsides of this new law.
Well, the biggest downside is, of course, a lot of people are going to be smoking marijuana. A lot of people are going to be high. The biggest problem, though, is that while they have, on the user side, made it very easy, again, you can have as much as this ounce of weed and not have a problem, where are you going to get it? It's illegal to sell it. It's illegal to bring it into the District of Columbia. Where's it coming from? It's coming from drug dealers. And now, with the demand for marijuana probably going to dramatically increase, who's supplying it?
So you think it's going to increase as a result of people thinking they're not going to have to go to jail?
The people that do smoke pot are going to probably smoke more pot, and those that haven't really smoked pot because they're afraid of the criminal sanctions are going to want to smoke pot. So if 10 people were smoking pot before and now you've got 20 people smoking pot, well, that means there'll be an increase in demand. And of course, when we have an increase in demand, we have an increase in what? Supply. And that means more drug dealers.
Gary, I know we don't have a whole lot of time left, but what about this issue of civil rights? Some people have said this is a civil rights issue because the law has been disproportionately affecting African Americans. You got 5,000 arrested, 90% of them would be African Americans.
Yeah, that has been
possession of small amounts of marijuana, and that's why there needed to be changes to the law.
Right. There really was a statistical correlation that could be shown that a larger percentage of people of color were being arrested and charged with possession of marijuana versus people who were basically Caucasian. That's true. The problem is that there's no real statutory scheme to fully embrace how it is people are going to use marijuana by getting it into the community. Again, getting into the community is still going to be through illegal means.
All right. Attorney Gary Gerstenfield, thank you for joining us.
Sure.